Sejam bem-vindos ao Mais Geek, o único programa da TV brasileira que traz jogos de estratégia em tempo real para você, e hoje mais do que nunca, porque vamos falar de Age of Empires 4.
Pois é, gente. Nós temos aí o lançamento de Age of Empires 4 diretamente no primeiro dia de lançamento no Game Pass, que eu acho que foi a porta de entrada, pelo menos a porta de volta de RTS na vida de muita gente, né, Jeff?
Exatamente. E hoje, para falar de Age of Empires 4, a gente tem aí uma das grandes viciadas do game e primeira participação aqui diretamente de Geek Here. Eu tô aqui com a Carol, vem cá.
Olá!
Olá, ó, Carolzinha chegando. Muito viciada em Age of Empires, não?
Nossa.
E se não fosse só isso, a gente ainda... Cara, a gente tem a primeira entrevista internacional aqui no Mais Geek. A gente foi, graças à ajuda da Microsoft, a gente tem a oportunidade aí de conversar com um pedaço aí da equipe de desenvolvimento do game. E então, deixa eu apresentar eles aqui. Deixa eu botar meu retorno aqui em inglês, porque eu tava me ouvindo, então, mas agora tá mais de boa. Welcome to Mais Geek, Noble Smith, Philippe Boulle and Lauren Woods.
Welcome, guys!
Oh, it's first time in Brazil? Virtually in Brazil?
First time virtually, yeah. This is my second time.
Oh! That's nice, but virtually.
I have to say, guys, you guys are the first one, at least in 21st century, to build a real trebuchet. It needed some kind of license to do that. You have did you have to shoot that for anyone? Or?
Well, we got the mountain from Game of Thrones.
And did you guys participate at the process for the building that trebuchet? Did you guys? No.
Just came to put things in the trebuchet.
Oh, all right.
They don't let us near real siege equipment. We're not trustworthy enough.
Oh, it's so sad, man.
That's too bad. I want one. I'd like to know if you guys taking orders. To have one here would be nice, right? If anyone bothers me, I can just throw them
I
away.
made this little one right here. Can you see this?
It's so cute.
I made it for my son.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Now, guys, let's talk about serious business in here. First, I'd like to know, how do you guys balance the historical elements with the gameplay to make it interesting for everyone who wants to play?
Good question. By the way, meu nome é Noble Smith.
Oh! Muito bem.
Showing off now. I am the franchise narrative director for Age of Empires at the Xbox headquarters in Redmond, Washington.
That's nice. Big guy.
Sure, I'm Phil. I'm the narrative lead on Age of Empires at Relic Entertainment in Vancouver, where I work with my team to deal with that very issue of how we balance history and gameplay. In fact, it's not as much of an opposition as you might think. History is a extremely rich vein to mine. Like, there's always more stories and more interesting, crazy things that happen than you could ever imagine. So it's really a question of just finding those interesting bits and putting them together in a gameplay scenario. So, our 100 Years War campaign starts with a mission that involves, 30 knights on each side deciding that they were going to settle the battle in their region by basically a 30-on-30 duel which is something that you would expect out of a video game, right? It's like, oh, well, that's like a conceit. No one would actually do that. Well, they actually did in 1951. So stranger than fiction is a good way to describe history when you dig deep enough.
So now, for Nubblesmith, I'd like to know, what do you prefer? To write a book or write a game narrative now?
Wow, well, I actually have a book that you can buy in Brazil.
Please.
Writing a book is very hard because you're all alone. You don't have any friends to do it with. It's just you and your computer. But when you work on a game, there are so many people. I get to work with Phil and Lauren, and maybe there's 200 people who worked on this game. And collaboration is an amazing experience. And it took many, many people to make this work.
No, that's nice. So you like them both, but to make a game narrative is more fun.
Yes, definitely. And it's more fun to play. We play the game all the time.
Well, that's nice. And I want to hear Laura a little bit. She's so quiet.
They're giving such great answers.
Oh, I agree. But I want to hear you, girl. How does the interaction with the community happen? They came to you, or?
Well, we're always listening to the community. They're very vocal and certainly very active online. And we sort of we knew that Age 2 was very, very popular. Some of us grew up playing Age 2. And so Age 4 is, very much we were thinking of it as the spiritual successor to that particular game. So people from that era will recognize some of the things that we have in Age 4, but we've also put in a whole bunch of new stuff to revitalize the game and to keep people interested in the novelty of new things and to make it interesting also for new players. We're hoping that people will be coming to this fresh and being interested in all of the new things that we have to say, and we'll certainly be keeping an eye on their feedback as we launch.
Oh, that's nice. She's the biggest fan of Age of Empires 2.
I love it.
And about the competitive scene, do you guys thinking about Age of Empires 4 in the competitive scene?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be so much fun to see people doing this as an e-sport. There's many, many new things in Age 4 compared to Age 2. One of the things that I love so much is that walls, now you can put units on the top of the wall.
Amazing!
You can rotate the camera 360 degrees.
I wish you could see the reaction here. Everyone was like, oh my God.
Yeah, and so you can bring siege towers up to the walls, and then the little thing goes down, and the people run out onto the walls and fight. It's cool.
Whoa.
Very nice.
Very cool.
Very, very cool.
And talking about the casual players, do you think that Age of Empires 4 it's a good start point for beginners or casual players in general?
Absolutely.
Lauren, you should answer that.
I should answer
again.
this. I consider myself somewhat of a casual player. I've tried to play a lot of different strategy games over the years, and sometimes I find them a little bit intimidating. There are so many choices, so many buttons, I don't know what they all do, and then I'm being attacked, and there's time pressure. So I've always found it a little bit difficult to really get deeply into it. And so I'm really, really delighted with what we've done for new players with Age 4. So there's a lovely tutorial that takes you through even just the very basic aspects of gameplay, like where to click and how the different units counter one another and basic strategy. And then we have hints that come up throughout the campaign missions, the single player and also in multiplayer, which you can switch off if you're more experienced and you don't need the hints, that's fine. And we also have a new difficulty mode. So alongside easy, medium, and hard, or whatever it is that we're calling them, intermediate. Yeah, there's also story mode. So a lot of games are doing story mode now, which is for players like me and new players coming to the strategy genre, so that you can enjoy getting used to how the game plays, learning all of the systems without being too much under pressure of the enemies are coming to destroy me. You can spend time building up your village and just make it all perfect before you're ready to go out. And best of all, you'll be able to see all of the campaign content. There's 4 single-player campaigns, all with beautiful documentaries telling the story, and you'll be able to see the whole thing through story mode and have a really great time enjoying it. So we've really gone to great lengths to roll out the welcome mat for new players and say, come on in and enjoy yourself.
Guys, thank you so much for your time.
For your hard work.
Thank you.
For your hard work.
Thanks for bringing to us Age of Empires 4, right?
Aww. We love you guys.
Yeah.
Really. Here.
Ciao, Brazil.
Tchau.
Tchau.
Meus amores, agora vocês ficam com Dragon Ball Super e já já a gente tá de volta pra falar com a Carol sobre Age of Empires no geral. Não saiam daí.